Family, just relaxing here. I'm gonna put a video here about these Amish people. Amish people, how they interact with black people, but they don't put it on the news. They don't put it on the news. Amish people of Pennsylvania interacting with black people and helping black people working together as one, as unity with one. Amish and blacks working together as one. But they don't put it on the news because see, America is so divided. It's nothing, like I said before, it's nothing united about America. It's nothing united about America. It's called divided states, not United States. It's called divided states, not the United States, because they don't want us to live together as one. No. But this clip I'm gonna put here with Amish people showing how Amish and blacks live together as one in harmony, strictly harmony. No racism, no prejudice, it's just strictly harmony. All right, folks, check it out.
Rural America, and you see horse-drawn buggies sharing the road with modern cars. You wonder, what happens when someone who doesn't look like them enters their world? The answer might surprise you. The encounter, most Americans have never actually met an Amish person. We see them in movies, on television, or catch glimpses of their buggies from our car windows. But what really happens when an African American family pulls into an Amish farm stand, or when a black visitor needs help on a rural Pennsylvania road? The truth is more complex than most people imagine. These encounters happen every single day across America, in places like Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, Holmes County, Ohio, and dozens of other Amish settlements scattered across 28 states. But here's what's fascinating. The Amish have been navigating relationships with people who don't look like them for over 2 centuries. At 809, Amish farmers were working side by side with Native American farmers in Pennsylvania. This wasn't coincidence, this was choice. Behind closed doors, when outsiders aren't watching, something remarkable happens in Amish communities. There are documented instances of Amish communities collaborating with black communities on projects that never make the headlines. After Hurricane Katrina, Amish construction crews traveled south to help rebuild homes. They didn't ask about the color of the families they were helping. During barn raisings and community disasters, Amish communities have opened their doors to anyone willing to pick up a hammer. These aren't publicity stunts. These are quiet acts of service rooted in their deepest theological beliefs. The Amish believe that every person is created in God's image.
True that.
This isn't just Sunday morning theology.
True that.
It's how they approach every human interaction. When an Amish farmer sees someone in need, the question isn't about race. The question is about human dignity. Their actions speak louder than any official statements ever could. In agricultural partnerships, Amish farmers have worked alongside black farmers, sharing knowledge about sustainable farming practices and traditional crop rotation methods. These relationships develop over years, built on mutual respect and shared work ethic. The adoption reality, but perhaps the most surprising aspect of Amish communities, is what happens behind closed doors when it comes to family. In Holmes County, Ohio, one of the largest Amish settlements in America, there are documented cases that challenge every assumption about these communities. An unmarried Amish woman adopted an African American child, raising him within the community with full acceptance from her neighbors. In another remarkable case, an Amish bishop's sister and her husband adopted 4 biracial children. When asked about their decision, they simply said they wanted children to lavish love on. These aren't isolated incidents. Across Pennsylvania, there's been a foster care program operating for years that places children of incarcerated mothers into Amish and Mennonite homes. Some of these children are African American. Some of these foster arrangements become permanent adoptions. The most extraordinary part? These children grow up fully integrated into Amish society. They learn Pennsylvania Dutch, the German dialect spoken in Amish homes. They attend one-room schoolhouses, help with farm chores, and participate in all community activities. Their skin color doesn't make them outsiders. Their upbringing makes them insiders. Consider the historical case of Moses Shirley, born into slavery in Virginia in 1791. Bishop Jacob Schenck converted Shirley to the Amish faith. Shirley later moved to Ohio, where he was ordained as a minister in the Amish church. His descendants are still active in Amish communities today, over 2 centuries later. This challenges the narrative that Amish communities are closed to racial diversity. The reality is more nuanced. While the vast majority of Amish people are of European descent, the community's religious principles don't exclude people based on race. The barriers to joining aren't racial, they're cultural and linguistic. To become Amish, regardless of your background, you must learn Pennsylvania Dutch, embrace the community's beliefs and lifestyle, and commit to baptism. You must give up modern conveniences, adopt plain dress, and accept the authority of church leaders. These requirements are the same whether you're black, white, or any other ethnicity. The challenge isn't acceptance, the challenge is adaptation. Imagine giving up your smartphone, your car, your modern job, and learning a language spoken by fewer than 400,000 people worldwide. Most people, regardless of race, find these requirements too demanding, the invisible barriers. But the story isn't entirely positive. During the late 1800s and early 1900s, many Amish churches adopted segregation policies that prohibited African Americans from joining their communities. This wasn't born from theological beliefs. This was protective adaptation to the racist climate of the time. The Amish, as pacifists, avoid conflict whenever possible. During America's most racist periods, accepting black members might have brought violence to their communities. Their choice was pragmatic and
Bullshit. I don't fall for
non-prejudicial.
that.
They were protecting themselves from the racism and discrimination that was prevalent throughout American society. This policy quietly ended in the mid-1900s without fanfare or official announcements. The Amish don't make public declarations about social issues. They simply change their practices and move forward. The remains the most significant obstacle today. Pennsylvania Dutch isn't taught in public schools. It's not available on language learning apps. The only way to truly master it is through daily immersion in Amish households. This creates a natural filtering system that has nothing to do with racial prejudice and everything to do with cultural preservation. Consider the practical realities. Amish worship services are conducted in a mixture of German and Pennsylvania Dutch. Religious texts are often in formal German. Community discussions happen in the dialect. Without fluency, meaningful participation becomes impossible. The cultural requirements extend beyond language. Amish communities operate on unwritten rules called the Ordnung, which governs everything from clothing styles to acceptable technology. These rules vary between communities and change gradually over time. Learning them requires years of observation and gradual integration. Modern encounters. Today's interactions between Amish communities and Black visitors happen most commonly through business relationships. Amish farmers sell produce at markets frequented by diverse customers. Amish furniture makers, quilt shops, and restaurants serve people of all backgrounds without distinction. These commercial interactions reveal something important about Amish attitudes. Customer service doesn't discriminate. An Amish vendor treats a black family shopping for fresh vegetables with the same courtesy extended to white customers. Money isn't black or white. Quality craftsmanship speaks universally. Tourism creates another intersection point. Thousands of African American families visit Amish communities each year, particularly in Lancaster County and Holmes County. They take buggy rides, tour working farms, and purchase handmade goods. The Amish accommodate these visitors professionally and respectfully. However, the Amish prefer not to be approached by strangers with personal questions about their lifestyle or religious beliefs. This preference applies to all visitors, regardless of race. Many Amish object to having their photographs taken, believing it violates biblical commandments about graven images. These boundaries aren't racial, they're cultural. The key difference lies in understanding versus intrusion. Respectful observation is welcome. Aggressive questioning or photography without permission crosses community boundaries. Black.
So if it's cultural and not religious, why the fuck when black folks got their own tongues, they won't leave black folks alone? When black folks got their own tongues, they won't leave black folks if it's cultural. When we have our own tongues, we have our own stores, restaurants, markets, they want to go and burn the fuck down. Why is that? You see? Double fucking standards. Hang on, folks. Double standards. Hang on.
Welcomed warmly. Those who don't, regardless of race, may encounter cool reception. In emergency situations, racial considerations disappear entirely. When someone needs help on rural roads where Amish communities are located, assistance comes without hesitation. Flat tires, mechanical breakdowns, or medical emergencies bring out the Amish commitment to neighborly aid. The deeper truth.
You can watch
The
the whole
deeper
thing right here.
truth
Look.
about how Amish communities treat
You can watch
Black
the whole thing right
visitors
there.
reveals something profound about human nature.
I'm going to cut it short here because, like I said, if it's cultural, when we have our own culture, we have our own restaurants and old stores like Black Wall Street, Tasman, Oklahoma. We go to Florida. They come and burn the fuck down. But they won't follow the Amish because they're white. Anyway, folks, that's my take on that. Peace out. Lots of love. That's my take on that.